and you want to try some of these drinks, Dean Callan, in his magical bar, is actually making the drinks at home. Dean, you're a legend. I hope you're making them well. The host for the next session will be my rum brother from the US. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Juan Coronado.
The real signature. Guten Morgen, Berlin. My name is Juan Coronado. Ich bin der Bacardi Ambassador USA. All right. Now that I show off my Dutch, I'd like to tell you all a little bit about Berlin. Berlin 101. So a couple of days ago, we went to a neighborhood, which was kind of like interesting for me. I walk in, we went to a seminar, and I noticed that there was a bar called Wedding Bar. But it spells like wedding bar. And I was thinking, wow, a wedding bar. What a great business. But we were in the neighborhood or the district of Wedding. Super interesting. And then everything was wedding, wedding, wedding. Wow, this must be the wedding district. You know, dresses, flowers, bars, cocktails. Fantastic. What a great industry, huh? Then the next day, we went to another neighborhood called Mitte, which means the middle. Super trendy, outgoing, fantastic, a lot of bars. It was pretty life. It reminds me of Brooklyn in New York City. Very nice, up and coming, lots of hipsters. Then we went to another neighborhood last night, which was very interesting. Don't ask me for the name because I already forgot it, but it means beautiful hills. Open-minded, very cool. Anyways, judges, I would like to address all of you right now. I know all of you are cocktail experts. You have one or two in your lifetimes, and you design one of two beverage programs, perhaps, or you just are fascinated about flavors, spirits, aromas, the science of this thing. But honestly, if you search deep into your hearts, you'll find a true cocktail. A true cocktail is the combination of magic, passion, skills, and love. That's what makes a true, real good cocktail. I'm gonna tell you about magic. Magic is something that I believe in. It's something that is all around this room right now. We are connected by magic. I don't have a dove or a rabbit on my hat, I promise you that, but there is magic. The magic that is that communication that happens when a bartender is putting his heart out and connecting with you. That invisible line, no cables attached, that is magic, the way you receive that. I'm not gonna tell you all about the ingredients right now, but we're gonna talk about all the ingredients through the course of this round. So we're gonna dedicate this one to the magic that bartenders have when they're pouring their hearts out in the bar, making your cocktails. I'm gonna invite my first contestant all the way from Israel. She is prepared to show some magic on this stage. And all the way from Israel, we got a beautiful lady, Noam Sharet, with her cocktail, Madame Lily. Applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Noam, and I'm a young bartender from Israel. Being a female bartender in a young and developing cocktail culture, I soon came to realize there were few wrongs I will have to confront. First, the lack of female bartenders in the industry and the prejudice towards them. Although there are more and more female bartenders these days, there are still way more men in this room right now. Second, the so-called girly drinks. The assumption the girls only want pinkish, really sweet drinks without any complexity or deep flavors. I personally know many ladies that will order a neat Bacardi Ocho, and more than a handful of men whose favorite drink is a strawberry daiquiri. And to be honest, why not? With this mission in mind, I knew that the best platform for me to challenge those assumptions was BACARDÍ Legacy, the most influential cocktail event in the world today. However, I'm usually quite a shy and introverted person. But just like Clark Kent's transforming to Superman, when I put the white flower in my hair, I become a Madame Lily, my alter ego and imaginary friend. And then I have the courage to stand in front of all of you here today and present my legacy. Thank you. So, I grew up in a small pastoral village in the north of Israel, where I always felt very connected to the nature. So when starting to create my legacy cocktail, I wanted to learn more about the nature where this rum was first created. I found out about a special flower called the white mariposa, which is the national flower of Cuba. So just like the mariposa flower, I tried to create a drink that will have a very special aroma and very festive and elegant. So from Cuba's nature to my nature, as a child, I had a small apple tree in my garden where I loved to pick apples from. So I start off with few slices of Granny Smith apple and a little bit of simple syrup. I choose the Granny Smith because of its crisp and sour flavors, which for me highlights the more light and fresh notes of the Bacardi Carta Blanca. Moving on, a little bit of lime juice. Now, the madam needs some French flavors, so I went for Calvados. While keeping this appley connection, the Calvados brings a different side of the Bacardi Carta Blanca. It goes very well with the vanilla and almonds flavor of the rum and adds a lot of depth to the cocktail. And last but not least, the reason we are all here today, Bacardi Carta Blanca. Amazing white rum. Now, just before shaking, like every proper madam, the lady and the madam wouldn't go out without wearing some perfume. And I don't know of any better perfume than some amazing French absinthe. The absinthe brightens up the cocktail. It wakes up everything and helps create this amazing and unforgettable aroma I was looking for. So let's do some shaking.
Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the magic that we're talking about.
The name of the cocktail comes from the inspiration behind it, the mariposa flower, which belongs to the lilies family, and the madam cocktail, which are both the ingredients, the Calvados and the French absinthe. And because of the strong lady behind Bacardi, Don Facundo's French wife, Amalia. So, finishing off with the lime zest, the scuba right now, and I couldn't get the real mariposa flower. But I'm sure that one day, the Bacardi family will be back in Cuba, and we will all be able to enjoy Madame Lily surrounded by mariposas. So there you go, Madame Lily, a cocktail by a madam, not just for the ladies, but watch out, guys, you will fall for her.
That was quite awesome. Noam, thank you very much for your performance. Friends, I have to be honest with you. One of my favorite moments last year was about magic. Magic is entertainment, as you guys know. It was basically seeing Bar Shira wearing his Camello Loco hat all day long, going from bar to bar in San Francisco, California. That was a task, but you really performed it very cool. So following your steps, we get great bartenders all the time from Israel. That's fantastic. Can't wait to be there drinking with you guys. But I would like to ask you, I would like you to share with us, how is it in your industry? Being a female, working with amazing, talented gentlemen like this one, how do you guys pierce through in an industry that is up and coming in Israel?
Actually, I'm very happy that in the last few years, not that I'm in this industry for that many years, but it's getting more better. I mean, the bartenders takes us very seriously. We won't need to talk about this subject anymore.
Lovely, lovely. Let's give her another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now Sharid, all the way from Israel, and her cocktail, beautiful Madame Lily. Thank you very much, guys. It's a pleasure to have you. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, so we're very lucky right now. We're backstage with Enrique's brother.
I love the way people introduce me as that.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's been all week.
Pretty much.
But you are, of course,
Adolfo Comas. I'm 6th generation Bacardi family.
So we're very lucky. We've got a family member here. This is your first global Legacy final.
It is. It's actually truly amazing. I've been involved in Legacy in the UK. I've been to Southern Europe. This is my first. Really good.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone's got the hookups to get to a global final, it's you.
Well, you would have thought. We're year 9. This is my first one. What's going on?
So, what's it like as a Bacardi family member to sit in a crowd and watch these bartenders just literally put their heart and soul into a drink?
It's for me. It's amazing. Don Facundo created this wonderful liquid. Cocktails at home, and you go to any bar and Bacardi's there. These guys literally take the magic in Don Facundo's recipe, the magic in his bottle, and turn it into some amazing drinks. I mean, all the drinks today and all the ones yesterday have been mind-blowing. The girl that was just on with the Calvados and the Bacardi, just who puts that together? For me, seeing people do that with our liquid is just mind-blowing. And as a family member, it just fills me with pride that these guys can do that.
Yeah.
They can actually turn our little white rum, something that for us is just that it's our little baby. It's something we pass on to the generations. But these guys are literally turning that into something beautiful. And it's amazing to see.
And I watch you. I've been spying on you all day, like to get this interview. When you're up in the crowd, every single one of them is your favourite. You love every single one of them.
And actually
That's probably why you're not allowed to judge.
Well, exactly.
38 winners every year.
Pretty much. If I could give everyone a prize, I would. I mean, to be honest, they're all winners already. They've all won their country, so they're now competing as winners. And aren't they literally taking notes? So when I go home, I can make the drinks as well. So how do I tweak that? I can't get that ingredient. How do I do it? And talking to the guys that are creating these drinks and saying, okay, I might struggle with that. How did you do that? How did you make your infusions? And learning from them, because at the end of the day, I'm going to go home. My wife's going to say to me, what did you learn? Let's make some drinks, and I'm going to be able to make some of these drinks. And that's part of this is the video people are seeing is take these drinks, be inspired, and make these drinks at home.
Well, that's what people don't think. People don't think that you actually go home and make these drinks. But speaking to you, and Enrique and Jose, like, you guys make these drinks all year round. You're like, I want to try that one, and I'm going to try this one, and I'm going to try this one. So you must, how many cocktails do you drink a year from Bacardi Legacy that you want to try?
I pretty much, I will work my way through all of these drinks at some point in my house.
Yeah.
But I have my favorites as well from past years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm partial to a Pan Am, I'm partial to a Malecon, I'm partial to an Angel's Draft. These are all ex-Legacy winners, and you think, these are great drinks, and if we don't continue to drink them, the legacy dies. And it's part of my job as a family member is to keep your legacy going, the legacy of the guys here, and make those drinks and actually go on and enjoy them at home with friends and family.
Cool, man. Well, thank you so much for
Absolute
taking
pleasure.
the time to come and do this. We're going straight over to drinks now, guys, so stay tuned. Cheers. Awesome. That was great.
Jin Chan, amazing ninja. Which brings me to the next ingredient, judges. Skills. It is fantastic to enjoy a beautiful bar performance. Don't we all enjoy it? Am I the only one that likes to go to a bar and see a great performance? No. As a matter of fact, I'm the type of guys that will have my dinner at the bar. I'm sure I'm not the only one in this room, but the bar is that magnetic place, is that stage where you're ready to see a performance, when you're ready to see somebody showcasing their skills. So, talking about skills, I got a surprise for all of you guys. I met this gentleman a few months back. I had the pleasure of going to Japan with Mr. Frank Didier, and we were mesmerized by the amount of skills that the bartenders have in Japan. Wow, I'm not gonna lie, I stole a couple of their tricks. It's important to go on those trips and, like, you know, bring things back. Like, oh, yeah, you know, be like Jacob. I invented that in 1989. It's called cool, you know. But anyways, coming all the way from Japan, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to introduce you to Kentaro Sato and his cocktail, Mariel. Let's hear it for him, please. And time starts now.
Konnichiwa from Japan to Berlin. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kentaro Sato, and I am representing Japan. It is a pleasure to be your bartender today and to make you my legacy cocktail, Mariel. Mariel is the name of port city in Cuba. It is the closest port to the USA, and it is the key to the Gulf of Mexico. After the Cuban Revolution in 1961, the US broke official diplomatic relations with Cuba. Thanks to the improving relation with America, a big change is happening in Cuba. Mariel is now going to be Cuba's window to the rest of the world. My country, Japan, also experienced a similar change. More than 150 years ago, Japan opened up to the outside world. In 1859, my hometown, Yokohama, was the first port city to start trading with other countries. Following year, in 1860, the first bar in Japan opened in Yokohama. Bar culture started growing, and Japan's original cocktails, such as the Bamboo, $1 Million, and world-renowned cocktail, Yokohama, were born. It was in this famous city of cocktails where I was born and raised. And it was where I received my bartender training, and it's now I manage my own bar.
Yeah.
Inspired by the cocktail Yokohama and Cuba's connection with my hometown, Yokohama, I came up with the name Mariel. The base of this cocktail is Bacardi 8. Bacardi 8 has been aged between 8 and 16 years in hand-selected oak barrels. It was sold in a crystal decanter until 1995. It is said that the cocktail Yokohama was created in 1927. At that time in Japan, rum was not easy to find. So the cocktail Yokohama uses two base splits, gin and vodka. However, if rum was available at that time, I think taking positive image of Yokohama, I think they would have used rum. I use 40 ml of Bacardi 8. Following this, I add 50 ml of coconut water. I got the idea to use coconut water from the palm tree, El Coco. Recently, this is gaining a lot of attention for its health benefits. Next, I add 20 ml of fresh orange juice. I choose orange juice because it is also used in the cocktail Yokohama. I hope that in Cuba and America will become the friends again. Today, I use American oranges. Yes. Next, I will use 10 ml of high-quality Japanese honey. Cuba, so they use honey, a lot of honey in their cooking. Honey has a wealth of healthy nutrients. It is known for preventing fatigue, and it also has anti-aging benefits. Next, I will use 2 dashes of absinthe, which can be found in almost any country. It is also used in the cocktail Yokohama. As I mentioned before, first bar opened in Japan in 1860. 2 years later, in 1862, Bacardi rum was founded. And since then, Japanese bartending gaining a lot of attention. Despite various hardships, Bacardi still managed to become the world #1 rum. And for that, I'm proud to be in Berlin making my legacy cocktail, Mariel, for you. Woo! And now, we shake. finally, to garnish, I sprinkle cinnamon powder on top. Marielle aims to bridge these two cultures and create a new Port City cocktail. And it's my dream to serve my legacy cocktail all around the world. I present to you my Bacardi Legacy cocktail, Marielle. Thank you very much.
Kentaro and Sara-san, will you guys come here? Well, I told you about the skills that this gentleman has, right? So it's a pleasure to see him working this elegant and clean, all the skills that he poured out, quite fantastic. Kentaro-san, my question to you is, you come from Japan, a city of endurance, a city of detail. What is the biggest takeaway from Japanese bartending culture?
Okay, Japanese say, omotenashi, you know?
That's fantastic. That's the word that I learned. Omotenashi, yes. Omotenashi, for those of you that don't know, is the ultimate hospitality. That's what it means. Quite fantastic. So that is the biggest trick on the Japanese bartending culture, the way they treat you, that hospitality.
Hospitality, yeah.
Ah, all right. Now we know, guys. We're going to have good bartenders all around the world, right? Omotenashi. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're coming back shortly, okay?
Hey everyone, so we're backstage. It's pretty noisy back here, but we're here with Noam from Tel Aviv.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? All of Tel Aviv's watching right there, so you want to give everyone a big wave? Okay. So how was it? You look super chilled up there, super relaxed.
I wasn't. Maybe I looked, but I wasn't.
So that's the secret of a bartender, right?
Yeah,
Always
I
looking
guess.
super relaxed. And I've looked at a few of the drinks. Yours is super pretty. It's a super pretty looking drink. I mean, especially with bar there as well. So tell us about yourself and your drink and how Legacy's been.
Legacy been amazing so far. My drink is Madame Lily. It has some Granny Smith apple, slime, simple syrup, calvados, and a little bit of absinthe. That's it.
That's not it. Maybe there's a rum there. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Don't forget the rum.
But that's self-explanatory. We knew that one. So what does this week mean to you and as a bartender?
Wow, it means a lot. I'm quite a young bartender, so that's an amazing experience, which I didn't know what to expect, but it went above all my expectations.
So like is this your first cocktail competition as well?
My first serious cocktail competition.
You would never guess. She was pretty.
Yeah,
pretty on
he
point.
did an awesome job.
And we got
preparing me.
Lashia's guy from Tel Aviv here as well, like bar. What do you think? How did she do?
She above and beyond all my expectations.
Yeah.
She was super chill, super cool.
Yeah.
I was more nervous than she appeared.
Yeah, for sure. Right. So to Tel Aviv, what are we saying?
L'chaim.
See you later, guys. Cheers. Thank you. Thanks so much. Okay, so now I'm here with Lashia's global champion, Mr. Jian Chen. Welcome. So, man, your last 12 months must have been crazy. Tell me about it.
It's been amazing and crazy in both same way. I mean, I've been traveling around and pretty much every month have 2 weeks, 3 weeks in town and just keep out there and explore. I would say I met tons of people and been in lots of different cities, experience different culture, food and beverage. So it changed my life, and I've been learning so much that I never thought I would be able to reach. So yeah.
So what will everyone this week kind of be feeling? How will they be kind of like getting ready for the finals?
I would say stay focused. Like most of the competitors, I think they all already like put lots of effort to be here. So I'm sure they are nervous. I'm sure they are excited. But I would say stay focused and also enjoy your week. Enjoy the vibe, the competition. Get this chance to know lots of people, and then just shine on. Just do your best and rock on the stage.
I guess we continue with the music. All right, we're back. The whole set of judges is completed again. For those of you that are joining in on the internet, my name is Juan Coronado. I'm the category Rome Ambassador for the USA. It's a pleasure to be here at the 2017 Bacardi Legacy of the of the Global Bacardi Cocktail Competition. Pardon me. I always get it wrong. In the United States, we have a different name for it. But real pleasure. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I wait pretty much 190 days of my life preparing for this, and then after that period of time, when you realize that everything is in place, that every country is set with their competitors, and they're ready to embark themselves on a journey, on a flight somewhere, bringing all the learnings, the passion, bringing even with them the advice from wise ambassadors. In my life, personally, this is the most anticipated event every year. I get nervous, sometimes I cry, I laugh a lot, I don't sleep much, I still have to check my emails and make phone calls and keep work, business as usual, but it is so amazing to be here. There's so many emotions flying in the room back there and in the room up here. So that's what Legacy is all about. That getting together, that melting pot of talent, emotions, magic, love, passion, energy. So there is a city in the world that is very famous for their sardines. They sing very passionately this very strange music called fado, but they sing it with the heart. They're known for Madeira, and they're known for Oporto. Coming all the way in flight 1862 from Portugal. Ladies and gentlemen, let's receive with a big round of applause to Mr. Sandro Pimenta.
We were staying in Paris to get away from your parents. Pictures of yourself on the internet, out on the terrace.
your safety and comfort. Please place your hand luggage into the overhead compartments. Any extra or heavier luggage must be placed under the seat in front of you. Any extra or heavier luggage must be placed in the seat in front of you, or you can leave it everywhere, but not in the plane. Place your hand over your heart and promise to drink just one at a time. In preparation for departure, please make sure your glass is in its full upright position and your seat belt is tightly fastened, Bacardi bottles included. They must land safe. Smoking is not allowed in any area of the aircraft, including in the toilets, as well as couples going together. Electronic devices may interfere with the aircraft system, so ensure all your devices are turned off during taking off and landing. But first, please like the Flight 1862 page on Facebook. Thank you. We wish you a pleasant flight. And now, come fly with me. Let's fly away. If you need a drink, you just have to blink. There's a bartender on his way. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float up to Berlin. Come fly with me.
Thank you.
Good. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to extend you a very warm welcome to you, judges, and to all Bacardi family. My name is Sandro Pimenta. I'm 32 years old, and I'm proud for being the first Portuguese representing Portugal for the first time in Bacardi Legacy competition. Woo! So, I will tell you a little bit of my inspiration. The Legacy cocktail, Flight 1862, comes mainly from traveling. I love to travel. And working in a 5-star hotel makes me deal with customers that travels a lot on a daily basis. And also, Facundo Bacardi was a traveler. When he was only 15 years old, he left Spain and he flew to Santiago de Cuba, place where he set his first distillery in 1862, and that's the connection. Flight for the classic cocktails that walked around the world, and 1862, date of the foundation of Bacardi, of course, and all flight numbers have 4 digits. So I had 2 of my favorite classic rum cocktails in my mind when I was creating my legacy and my Flight 1862. The daiquiri and the rum Manhattan. One very refreshing and the other one very complex and rich, and I want to join together the best of both worlds. The other thing that had on my mind all the time, it was that I wanted to create a cocktail that was very easy to reproduce anywhere around the world. And guys, I think I nailed it. And now I'm going to prepare to you my Flight 1862. So, when it comes to cocktails, for me, fresh equals quality. So I'm going to use 25 ml of fresh lime juice, limes that were used in so many other classic rum cocktails, such as the daiquiri, the mojito, the Mai Tai. And this will give the acidity that I want to my cocktail. So a little bit more and it's done. Then, to balance it, I'm going to use 10 ml of sugar syrup. So this is a 2-to-1 recipe. 2 parts of sugar, 1 part of water, and it's the same thing that you can find in any commercial bottle of syrup. Then, because I'm Portuguese and I'm proud of it, I'm going to use a reduction of port wine with sweet vermouth. So 3 parts of port, 1 part of vermouth, and this will give the Portuguese taste, a little bit of my heritage, and the herbal notes that I want to my cocktail. Then, to create a foamy, creamy texture, I'm going to use egg whites. Last but not least, the big king, the crown of the jewel, the first lightest rum in the world, the one that Facundo Bacardi won the innovation competition. This will give all the cinnamon notes that I want to my cocktail. We'll gather around all the ingredients and create this legacy, this amazing cocktail. Now, I'm going to shake. And I want you guys with me. Okay? Let's do it. Fly to Cuba, bath in Bacardi. Woo! Thank you very much. Now I'm going to taste if it's everything okay. So. Then I will put a little bit of orange peel on the top in each one of those. And I'll use a little bit of pepper that goes very well with the reduction of port wine and sweet vermouth. And then I will decorate it with a cherry, with an airplane. And this is my flight 1862. This is my journey. This is my legacy. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Bravo, bravo. Thank you, Sandro, very much. I want to invite you to the front of the stage here, please. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, who say that bartenders cannot join the Mile High Club, huh? These guys can shake it up there, huh? That was amazing.
It's an amazing thing,
Yes,
shaking in the air.
Were you intimidated or afraid of that jump from a plane?
So when the guys opened the door from the plane, and I put the two fingers, the two foots out of the plane, I was like, what am I doing?
I guess at that point you were like, I'm on camera.
Yeah.
They ain't no
And
turning back.
The guy just did it like this. I looked up and woof, and it was not a normal thing because I saw the plane leaving and I was like, I'm supposed to be up there. But it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. It has been an amazing experience.
Yeah, you were like thinking, this might be my last cocktail, right?
But I will shake to the end.
You did very well. I have to say that you were smiling, you know, as you are right now.
Yeah.
You were not
Thank you very
intimidated on camera, or open the air there, but that's something that I will never do, you know? I think I like to bartend with my 2 feet behind the bar.
You need to. I love to bartender. I love to be on the bar, but we need to do sometimes a few crazy things to feel alive.
It's true. You have to take risks in
You have
life,
to.
right? That's good.
You have to.
Can you tell me a little bit about your bartending community in Portugal?
So it's starting to be huge at the moment. So with all of the people starting to leave Portugal to see another countries and other cultures, all of the tourism is growing up a lot. So people is starting to drink a lot of cocktails. They are starting to understand about the cocktail industry, and it has been amazing. Woo! Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, another big round of applause for Sandro. He well deserved it.
Thank you.
I don't know how many of
Thank you
you
very much.
will jump out of a plane, but he did, and he made his cocktail.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Sandro.
Thank you very much.
All right, so I promise you one more ingredient. We'll be right back with it, and that will be the Magic Legacy cocktail. Stay tuned.
Bacardi Legacy isn't just any cocktail competition, it's now become one of the biggest opportunities for bartenders around the world.
Bacardi Legacy is about coming together, creating family, being passionate about what you do, and establishing your own legacy.
If you're to win Bacardi Legacy, your life is going to change. Everyone in this industry will know who you are and they'll care about your opinion.
It's pretty special to be here for Legacy. Obviously it's a platform and a springboard into what could potentially come next.
Everyone here is amazing at what they do. They're all at the pinnacle of their game.
Keep your spirit, your courage and your passion from cocktail, from life. Yes.
I've been following Bacardi Legacy for years. I mean, it started in the UK. Back home, it's massive.
But it's not just about making the drink. They're making a drink in Berlin for the Legacy, but they're making this drink all over the world.
My bar back home, the Exchequer, we've got the 2 previous Irish winners of Legacy. So I hear all their stories about how they're part of this family and they get to travel around the world, and it's such a beautiful community, and I wanted to be a part of that network and that family. Hearing their stories really encouraged me to want to be a part of this.
And that's one of the great things about Bacardi is we have this history of fantastic bartenders making fantastic drinks. They're here to be inspired. It's all those things that come together to make Bacardi Legacy something unique and really special.
Looking all sharp and with your bat tie, how was it?
Amazing. It was an amazing experience. I was like totally scared here.
Yeah.
But when I went to the stage, it was like, okay, now it's the time.
You
I
look
need
like,
to do it.
You look
I
like
need
you
to
had
do
so
it.
much fun up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, left it all.
I've done.
The singing and stuff like that.
It was amazing. My sister was amazing. I need to kiss her a lot.
Awesome, man.
Great for the week.
Awesome,
Thank you
bye.
so much for everything.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
All
Bye,
right,
guys.
see you soon.
Bye.
Stay
Thank
tuned,
you.
guys. We're going live with the
Stay
next
tuned.
competitor soon.
Bye.
Say bye to Portugal.
Bye. Don't forget.
Dear friends, dear family, welcome back. Are you having an amazing time this afternoon? Well, I have to be quite honest with you. I'm having the time of my life. I wish I can sing that. It will sound better, but you don't want me singing. I have passion for all the things. That was a great last round of competitors, actually. They've been like, showcasing each one of them an amazing skill. We went through magic. We went through skills, passion. Now is the time for love. That sounded good, right? All right, love. I'm not referring to the love that our mothers, our parents have for us. I'm not referring for the love that we feel when we're like in love with somebody, but the love that we have for our careers. When somebody really and truly love what they do, they become happy. And you can sense and see that. I've seen bartenders behind the bar that have such a love for their careers, for their jobs, that the customers and the guests can sense that across from the bar. And that's the ultimate ingredient that we're gonna add to this round of competitors. Showcasing love this afternoon, we have Matias Duarte coming all the way from one of the most lovely cities in the world, Spain, specifically one island, Mallorca. Let's receive him with a big round of applause. Matias Duarte. El luchador.
When you're ready. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for this opportunity. The journey's been amazing. I feel very honored to be here in front of some of the best bartenders in the world. You guys rock it. Thank you very much. And thank you very much to the judges for being here and for your advice. And thank you very much, Bacardi, for creating this amazing moment for the bar world. Thank you very much. What's going to happen today is that I'm going to take you to the reason why I named my cocktail El Luchador, the fighter. Then I'm going to tell you my story. I want you to get to know me a little bit better. And then we're going to make El Luchador together. My name is Matias Duarte, and I'm here representing Spain in my Bacardi Legacy cocktail, El Luchador. So the reason why I named my cocktail El Luchador was because of this beautiful lady, Natalia Garcia, the brand ambassador of Bacardi Southern Europe, that she took me through Facundo's and his family story. And I was amazed on how many things that we had in common. But there was one thing that really touched my heart. We had to fight very hard to get a better life. And his family and my family had the same feeling the same attitude in front of the bad times of life. Take them as an opportunity to grow. So that is a fighter. A fighter is someone that takes the good and bad of life, mix it together, and create something amazing. Something that is a better life for himself and a better life for those ones he loves. That is a fighter. And I think it's pretty clear that the reason why I named my cocktail El Luchador. And now, I want you to know me a little bit better. I was born in Argentina, and by the age of 15 years old, same age as Mr. Facundo, I had to leave my beautiful place of birth to go to live in an island because of the corralito. We lost everything. We lost our house, we lost our business, we lost our savings. And my dad, at the age of 42 years old, decided, because he's a fighter too, he's a luchador, to take all of his family and move away to this place, this beautiful island we call home, Mallorca. At the beginning, it was very hard, because leaving your friends and family behind is not easy. But as we stayed together as a family, untamable, we did our best, and our life started getting better and better. But that sounds way too easy for me. Something very hard. The hardest things I had to live in my life happened to us. My sister, Camila, nearly died 2 times in a period of 1 year. I still get emotional when I remember. And because of this, my mom had to quit their job, and the salary of my dad wasn't enough to pay for the rent. So I had to start working in this business at the age of 17 years old because of a bad thing of life, because of a bad situation. And what is to be a fighter? Is take that bad moment of life as an opportunity to grow. So I enter in this beautiful world because my sister got ill. But don't worry, she's getting married this year in Mallorca. You're all invited. It's going to be amazing. So, by working in the bar, after a few years, I met my partner, Santiago, and we created Jimbo and Chapo, 2 beautiful bars that you can visit anytime in Mallorca. And working there, I met my missus, the love of my life, Marina. Without her, I couldn't be here today. Thank you. I love you. And that is all about. Sometimes life can be hard, can be bitter, can be very, very, very shitty. But at the end of the day, we have to stay untamable. We have to stay strong and be a fighter, be a luchador. And now we're going to make a luchador together. Does it sound right to you guys? Let's do it? Let's do it. So, the ingredients of a luchador are also very important for me. The lime. The lime remembers me, the guys in Jimbo and Chapo. I love you guys. I know you're watching this. You're no one without your team. You're no one without your friends. So the lime is your friends. Your friends. So we put some lime that remembers me the daiquiris. Then, you also know one without the love of those ones that are very important for you. My beautiful lady. And this is thyme syrup. Also, the place of birth of Facundo, Sitges, is in the Mediterranean, and this is represented by the thyme syrup. So we all need some love. And then, as I said before, I'm Argentinian, and life can be bitter. This is Fernet Branca, the most used liquor of my country. But bitter has to be also there. And then, we all need passion. Passion for what we do. And this is what it's all about. Some passion. Bitters, it's been always there. So, then we go with the star of the night. Bacardi Carta Blanca, created by Facundo Bacardi. This double process, redestilado and aguardiente. This is slightly citrusy and almond feeling that goes perfect as a base of a luchador. There we go. Generous measure of this. This is amazing. And then we shake all of the good and bad moments of life together to create a better life for everyone. Let's shake this together, guys. Time's running. And we serve a luchador on this beautiful glass that is called a luchador glass, or at least that's how we call it in my bar. That's how we call it in my bar. There we go. some El Luchador, and then some soda water to go up all of the flavors. And then we're gonna go with the straw number 1, 2.
Well, amazing El Luchador, huh? My colleague, Anna, yesterday was saying that I age rapidly here. So it's true. I just saw Natalia almost having a heart attack right here. Natalia, I think you're off for the night. You can take your shoes off and go have a Bacardi cocktail back there. Thank you very much.
I think she needs it.
She needs one.
Yeah.
All right,
definitely.
Matias, get over here. Let's chat about this.
Let's do it.
Spain.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're one of the veterans in the industry. You've been around bartending in Spain and Argentina as well.
15 years only.
Only, okay, that's good. That's the age of...
But talking about this, Idesu Bueno said the other day that he's been here for the last 29 years and he's still young on the bartending world. You never learn enough, so...
That's true.
15 years is nothing.
What are the things that are you going to take away from this 2017 Global Bacardi Legacy Cocktail Competition?
Is friends. The main thing I'm taking from this amazing opportunity to grow and learn is the friends that I'm going to be taking home with me. The guys from Portugal, from France, the guys from Mexico, Jorge Landeros. I love you, mate, you're a legend. Thank you. That's what I'm taking home. You guys, I'm taking you with me.
Well said. Very much well said. Do you have a cell phone with you?
I don't when I work.
Can I borrow a cell phone?
We need a phone. We need a phone.
Yeah,
phone.
this is a phone.
Ah, Dickie's phone.
Wow, great.
Erase his photos from yesterday.
Dickie, what is this? What is this, Dickie? Just kidding. All right. I would like to invite all the contestants and competitors from this round to come to the stage. Hopefully they're still around. I want to invite Kentaro from Japan. They're back there. They're supposed to be back there. I told them. Okay. Well, anyways, we're going to be very selfish in this one.
Yeah, why not?
I was told that I need to improve my selfies. So let's move over there, actually.
Yep.
Let's move in front of the bar. I like what you did to step in front of the bar and addressing the audience. Let's switch. See now, if you're back there, come back in the front here. 1, 2, 3. Bacardi.
Bacardi.
Thank you. I think that will look
Cheers,
good,
mate.
right?
Yeah, thank you very much.
I will post
Jose.
that on Dickie's font. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, friends. So let me explain the cocktail pretty quick. So we spoke about magic, which is what Bacardi uses to keep this industry together by inspiring amazing cocktails since 1862. Skills. Skills is what our maestros de rum use to deliver the most amazing rums for the cocktail industry. Passion is that invisible force that each one of us add to our beverage industry every day. Love is what every single member of the Bacardi family has expressed since 1862, one to another one. And also love is what the bartenders that you guys have seen this afternoon have showed about their careers and their passion. Thank you very much for being with us. Just a couple of housekeeping things. Lunch is being served now, but I expect you to be here sitting all ready to go by 1:30. Thank you very much.
I'm here with Bacardi family member Enrique Comes. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So please tell us about the whole family side of what Bacardi Legacy is and how it came about.
Great. As most of you probably know, Bacardi is a family company. It's been run by the same family, the Bacardi family, since 1862. I'm a 6th generation member of the family. My father was a master rum blender, so I grew up in and around a distillery. I grew up around responsible drinking around rum all my life. And one day we were sitting in the office looking at old trade magazines about the industry, and we found that every article every month had a different cocktail competition. They were all pretty much the same, and we said, how do we do something different? And what we found interesting about the history of our company and the history of our rum brand, Bacardi, was that we inspired bartenders throughout the ages to create drinks that have stood the test of time. You know, drinks like the Mojito, the Daiquiri, the Cuba Libre, the Pina Colada. And we said, how can we do that for the next generation? So we came up with this idea of empowering bartenders from around the world, not just to create a great tasting drink, but to create a drink that could potentially last 50, 100 years. So that was the genesis of the idea. And, you know, 9 years on, we're here in Berlin having a great time.
Yeah, for sure. So for people that don't really know, the word family gets thrown around loads with Bacardi Legacy and the whole welcome to the family. So
Yeah,
can you just please explain what the family means when people are saying like welcome to the family?
Yeah. So as I said, Bacardi is a family company, and it has been for over 150 years, and it remains so. But especially with the Bacardi company, we went through quite a difficult period in our history in 1960, where the family was exiled from Cuba. Everything that we had in Cuba was confiscated by the government without any compensation, and we had to rebuild. So at that point, the company did galvanize together, not just around the physical family of Don Facundo Bacardi, but also all of the employees that work for Bacardi, all of the suppliers that provided materials for Bacardi, all of the customers who we sold to. We all got together and really helped to rebuild the company. And this idea of La Gran Familia Bacardi, you know, the wider, the greater Bacardi family, came into being. And it's something that we've always really pushed and tried to grow. It's this idea of, you know, family looks after each other, and family isn't always just blood relatives. You know, most people have got, you know, auntie such and such or uncle such and such who's a close friend of the family, and that's what this is about. It's about welcoming people into our family, getting them to helping each other. We help them, they help us, and together, you know, we all work towards the same aim, and you know, we're one big family. That's the whole idea.
Yeah. So what do you think it means for these bartenders that are coming from all over the world to Berlin this week to actually now see what that family element is, and that whole big, where, you know, the family dinners and the big family parties, and, you know, people seeing each other and meeting each other for the first time?
I think it means a lot to them. It definitely is going to be a career changer for them. One of the things that we find very often when I come to these events, and sort of this year, seeing some of the contestants from previous years that are seeing each other again, and sort of just like when you catch up with your cousins or when you catch up with your aunts and uncles, you know, there's that sense of maybe I haven't seen you for 2 years or 3 years, but you're straight back in there. It's as if it was just yesterday. That bond and that sense of family really does build. And this really gives them an opportunity to make sure that everywhere they go in the world, they know someone, they've got somebody they can call. Hey, I'm going to be in the US for a week. Where should I go? I can put you in contact with people. That sense of family, that sense of coming together really is powerful. It's really strong. And I think it makes a big difference to the contestants and the trade everywhere in the world.
Awesome.
Are we done? Just before we go, just get out there, find a bar that's got a legacy cocktail, try one of these guys. They're great.
That's good. Awesome. At Bacardi Legacy, it's all about making a drink that's going to stand the test of time. And to do that, you need the right ingredients.
People are having so much more passion for the craft of cocktail making. Everybody takes so much time, care and passion with the making of their ingredients.
I use the Oro just to get that beautiful spice and just to carry it right through the pineapple.
In my cocktail I use a homemade grenadine.
Uncooked pineapple syrup, you can do it at home in your kitchen really easily. All you need is hot water, pineapple juice and sugar.
Because I come from Taiwan, and in Taiwan we do have the traditional black tea. The taste is just like that.
There's art, there's science, there's history, there's all kinds of things, and geography that comes into it, because we're seeing much more use of indigenous ingredients, and it makes the whole thing very, very exciting.
I'm judging the semi-finals. It's very interesting because you meet a lot of
amazing bartenders, and you get to see their personalities, both through what they present, but also through what they serve you in the cocktail. At the semi-finals, we judged 19 drinks a day. So basically it's a 6.5-hour session.
Participants have to create a unique cocktail, and they're going to get judged not only on their performance on the stage and how great the drink tastes, they're going to get judged on the inspiration, the name, they're going to get judged on how they've established it in the industry, whether consumers are asking for it, whether bars are willing to sell it. It's the awareness of the drink on social media, in traditional media. It's quite a holistic package, and actually it's all about establishing not a drink, but a legacy into the future.